tell me the first things that you see or the first impressions.
A white bird.
Describe the
Flying.
white bird.
It's it's just a white like silhouette, the black background.
Okay, is it a big bird or a small bird?
Um,
Does it have any colors
no,
besides white in it?
no.
What is
No,
the
I'm
bird doing?
just it's kind of changing. It's flying by. It keeps going
Okay.
across my vision.
Okay, and as it's flying by, do you as you look down, what do you see? Do you have feet?
I feel like I do. Yeah.
Okay. Do you as you look at this bird, is there anything else around this bird? How do you feel?
Um, hmm,
Do you hear anything?
no.
You don't hear a sound at all? Can you tell me your first impressions of this white bird?
I honestly, it just was very had no definition. Like it even could have been energy, I guess, moving across my. It was just very bright white, and it just seems
Okay, so it's this bright white energy and it's moving across what?
just darkness.
It's moving across darkness. Go ahead and follow that white energy that's moving across darkness. And in the darkness, do you sense anything in the darkness?
No,
Okay, go ahead and follow the bright white light that's moving. And how is it moving?
in a spiral in front of me.
It's moving in a spiral. Is the spiral getting bigger or smaller?
It's just going forward.
It's going forward. And go ahead and follow that spiral. Does the spiral feel like anything? What's going on around you
Uh,
as you go through the spiral?
I feel like I'm in motion.
Okay, you feel like you're in motion. Okay, go ahead and follow that spiral. And as you go through that spiral, is there something on the other side of that spiral?
Um, no, I can't see anything.
Okay. What does a spiral feel like?
It feels like a corkscrew.
It feels like a corkscrew.
Yeah,
Okay. Do you feel plugged up?
no, no.
Okay. So as you're going through that spiral and you're following the white spiral, does it look like a portal?
Yeah,
Okay. Go ahead and go through that portal. Do you feel you feel like your energy?
yeah.
Okay. Describe what you feel like to be energy.
Light. Yeah, just very light and
Okay.
vibrating. And
And do you feel like there's anybody, do you feel by yourself or is there another consciousness with you?
I feel like I'm like wholly there. Whole, yeah.
Okay. And do
Without,
you sense any other beings besides yourself?
no.
No. Okay. So as an energy following this white spiral down into the portal, you're going through it and you come on the other side. What's the first thing that you see? Is there an image that you see first?
Mm, I got the feeling of a tree, but I
Okay, so
can't
describe the
see.
tree. Describe the tree. Describe the feeling of the tree.
It's very tall and and very big trunk.
Big trunk.
The leaves really high.
The leaves are really high, so it's like an old tree.
Hmm.
And what are the leaves like? Are they like bushy or sticky? What are they like? Describe the leaves.
They're they're nice, smooth, like round. They look like an apple tree or something.
Okay, apple trees. Are there apples in the tree?
I don't can't see any.
Okay. And as you look at the tree and you go down to the trunks, is there anything around the tree?
Mm, no.
Okay, there's no grass or dirt around the tree?
Oh, there's grass.
Okay, describe the grass that you see around the tree.
It's really short and like thin. Uh, yeah.
Okay. And is there any other beings around the tree or in the tree? Are there any
Mm,
animals? Nothing?
no.
Okay. And as you look around the field of short green grass around this tree, do you see anything else? Are there any other trees?
Hmm.
How many other
Yeah.
trees? Is there lots of trees or little trees?
It's a forest, but this one tree is bigger and away from the other ones.
Okay. And so the other trees in the forest is farther away from this tree. So is this tree much older than the other trees in the forest?
Yeah,
It is. So this is an ancient tree.
yeah,
Okay. And I want you to look down below you. Do you have any feet?
yeah,
Do you have a body?
yes,
Okay. And as you look at your feet, are you wearing anything on your feet?
no,
So you're barefoot? And as
yeah,
you look up your body, are you male or female?
female,
You're female? Are you young or old?
young,
Do you feel healthy or do you feel sickly?
mostly,
Mostly healthy?
no, hmm,
Okay. And as you look at your body, your female, young, healthy body, are you wearing anything on your body?
I don't think so.
You're naked?
I think so.
Okay. And are you holding anything in your hand?
No,
Do you have any jewelry on?
no,
Is there anything on your head?
a leaf crown.
You have a leaf crown. Okay. So you're naked with a leaf crown, and you're a young, healthy female. And is it warm or is it cold where you are? It's warm. Okay. What I want you to do is I want you to walk to where you live. Okay. And as you're walking to where you live, describe the path that you see. Don't question it, just describe the first things that you see.
I just see a dirt path in the grass, and it looks dark in the distance, like it's polluted. But my house is not. My house is in the forest.
Okay, well, go to your house in the forest where you live. Okay. And describe to me what your house looks like outside.
There's a wooden fence and a rock called a path leading up to the front door.
Okay, so it has a door. What is the house made of?
Wood. It's a wooden little weird cottage.
Okay, it looks like a cottage. Does it have windows?
Yeah.
Okay, what are the windows made out of? You're doing fine. Just go with the first gut that you see.
It seems like it's actually mud.
Is it mud?
They're thick. Yeah, the walls are thick.
So it's like a mud hut? Is it like a mud hut?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's like a mud hut. Is it and it's tall enough for you to live in there?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
And
really
is there anything outside of the house that you can tell me about?
there's just like a little wooden fence around the hut, like a front yard.
Okay.
And there's no other houses around.
So it's the only house in this forest?
In this area.
In this area? I want you to go inside your house and describe what you see inside the house. The first images you see, just describe the first images you see.
A round wooden table and chairs around.
Okay. And I want you to go to the kitchen. And as you look around is there a kitchen in the house?
Yeah.
Okay, what do you see in the kitchen?
A little clay pit, but it's an oven. And
Okay. I want you to get something to eat. So is there something that you could snack on there? Is there food in the house?
no.
There's no food in the house? And as you look around the house, is there anybody else that lives there with you?
Yeah.
Who lives there with you?
It's my husband.
Your husband? And describe your husband. What is he like? What does he look like?
He's big and intimidating.
Okay. And what are you guys, dark skin or light skin, you and your husband?
Tanned. Very
Okay, so
tanned.
you're both very, very dark tan.
Yeah.
And
Well, yeah.
does he wear anything on his body?
He's not there
He's not there. Eh, So where is he right now?
working.
What does he do for work? What does he do all day?
Uh, he chops wood.
Chops wood. Okay. And what do you do all day while he's chopping wood?
I sew
You sew. And what do you sew?
shoes,
You sew shoes. And what do you do when you sew shoes? What do you do with them?
sell them.
You sell them? And where do you sell them? Do you leave your home to go sell them?
No,
So who buys them from
he,
you?
he takes them somewhere to
Okay.
sell.
So he takes them somewhere to sell. And your your husband, does he wear clothes or is he also naked?
He wears
He
clothes.
wears clothes. I want you to look at your body again. Is there anything on your body?
Yeah, I'm wearing just a shirt, and just like their jammies.
Okay, you're wearing pajamas. Okay. So you're wearing pajamas and you make shoes all day, and then you give it to your husband to sell it. Okay. Let's leave this scene and move to a more important day in this life when something big is happening to you. What's the first image that you see?
Us fighting in the house.
Okay, so you and your husband are fighting. And what is he saying to you?
I can't. I don't know.
Okay, what does it feel like?
He's very angry, and I am scared.
Okay. They're very angry, and what happens after the argument?
I think he kills me.
He
I
kills
don't
you?
know.
And how does he kill
I
you?
get a feel it was hitting me in the head.
He's hitting your head. And where is he hitting you in the head?
Just everywhere.
He's hitting you everywhere in the
It's
head?
I yeah.
Okay. And do you die or what happens? What happens next in the scene?
Yeah.
You do die? Okay. Let's leave that scene and go to the last day of this life. And this is the day that you've died. Now, you've already lived this life, and as you review it, what did you learn?
To trust my instincts.
And why was it important for you to trust your instincts?
Because I knew he was dangerous.
What's the importance of trusting your instincts? Go ahead and say it. You're doing
So
wonderful.
they're there to protect you.
They're there to protect you. And why did you not trust your instincts the on about the fight between your husband that was coming forward?
And just in denial.
Okay. And what were you in denial of?
I thought I was wrong.
You thought you were wrong? Let's go back
Yeah.
to before the fight where your husband kills you in a domestic violence incident. Let's go back to that day before it happened when you were fighting. Did something happen before the fight? Do you see anything happening?
No.
No. Do you see him coming into the house?
Yeah.
And what was he like when he was coming into the house that day?
Mad.
He was mad. And why was he so mad?
I don't know.
You know, is he normally like that all the time?
Not that bad.
Why was he so mad? Is that normal? What was he doing before he got mad?
What to sell the shoes?
He went to sell the shoes? And did he sell the shoes?
No.
He didn't sell the shoes. So he didn't make any money that day?
No.
Does he usually not sell the shoes?
No.
So you make the shoes and he tries to make money by selling the shoes and people don't buy the shoes?
Usually they sell, but that day, they didn't.
Okay. So that day they didn't sell, but usually they sell. Does he sell anything else besides the shoes that you make?
He has firewood.
He has fireworks. So he cuts the wood, he sells the firewood, and he also sells the shoes. Okay. So you guys were fighting over money?
Yeah.
Yeah. And the argument ensued into him beating you and killing you?
Yeah.
Okay. And your instincts told you what that you did that you ignored?
I should not have stayed with him for this long.
Okay. So your instincts that you learned from this life is that you should have left earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is there anything else that you learned from this lifetime?
No.
Okay. So the purpose of this lifetime was basically to show you that you should listen to your instincts, and when you are not in a good situation, you should find something better for
Yeah.
yourself. Yeah. Okay. Now, let's leave this life review and move to another life that is important for you to see. So as you come into vision into the next life, what's the first image that you see?
A field.
You see a field? Describe the field.
Vast.
What
Big
is
and open.
okay? What is in the field?
Nothing.
Nothing. There's no grass in the field?
Yeah, there is just grass.
Okay, so it's just dirt
For
field.
as far it is grass, but just for as far as I can see, it's just grass all directions.
Okay, grass. And is there any flowers or just grass?
Yeah, there's flowers.
Okay. And as you look around the different flowers, I want you to look below you. Do you see feet?
Yeah,
Describe your feet. Do you have anything on your feet?
yeah, yeah.
Okay, what do you see?
Like old boots.
Oh, boots. Are they clean or dirty?
They're clean and they're nice boots. They're heels.
Oh, the heels, the heel boots. And as you look up, do you have a body?
Yeah,
Okay. And on your body, are you male or female?
female.
You're male. And are you
No,
young?
female.
You're female. Are you young or old?
Middle-aged.
Middle age? Do you feel healthy or sick?
I feel sick,
Okay.
mentally sick.
You feel mentally sick, but your body's healthy?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So as you look at your body, what do you have on your body? Are you wearing anything?
Yeah, a dress.
Describe it.
It's from, it's old, like, I don't know what era, but it's puffy and it has the trim, it's puffier trim on it, and it has a corset type thing, and it's tight.
Okay, so you're wearing a corset and you have high heel boots. Okay. And
Yeah,
and what color did you see the color of the dress?
I feel like it's purple or yellow.
Okay. In a purple or yellow dress. Okay. And as you look at your clothes, are you wearing anything in your any kind of jewelry?
Mm-hmm.
What are you
Yeah,
wearing?
rings and earrings and necklaces, lots.
Okay. So you're wearing lots of earrings and necklaces. And are you holding anything?
Uh, clutch.
Okay, you're holding a clutch purse.
Yeah,
Okay. And as you open the clutch purse, what is inside it?
money.
Money. Okay. Anything else?
No.
Okay. And are you wearing anything on your head?
Yeah,
What is it you're wearing?
it's a fancy.
Why is it fancy?
It's just sturdy and big.
Okay. So it's a big, wide brim, fancy hat. Okay.
Yeah, not too big of brim. It's almost like a top hat.
It's like a top hat. Okay. Okay. So you are a middle-aged female wearing a corset and a puffy dress, holding a purse with a fancy hat. And as you look at yourself and you look around your surroundings, what do you see?
I'm in a pub.
You're in a pub. Describe the pub.
It's like a Western pub. It's like in
Okay.
the West.
It's like an old west.
Uh-huh.
Okay. And is there anybody else in the pub with you?
Yeah.
Describe them.
There's a guy sitting near me who's got a mustache.
Hmm. And how do you feel about this guy sitting next to you?
Uh, I feel like he is interested in me.
Are you interested in him?
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. And is he saying anything to you?
no,
Okay. And as you look around, what else is
just
going on in the pub?
mm, like pool games or darts too, and just typical pub stuff.
Okay. So there's an active
Different
pub.
group of people.
Yeah, okay. And are you
Hmm.
is there any are you drinking anything? Are you just sitting there at the pub with this man?
I'm I'm standing at a pool table watching a game. I'm not drinking anything.
Who's playing the game?
And um, I don't know. I think I don't know anyone there. I think I'm there alone, but I'm trying to connect with people.
Okay. And how are you doing with that connection? Are you meeting anybody?
Well, mm, I'm I'm like plotting.
You're plotting? Okay. And what are you
I
plotting? What are you plotting to
Yeah,
do?
to like to swindle these people.
Okay. And how are you going to swindle these people?
Like just charming them and taking their money.
Okay. Are they drunk?
Yeah,
Okay.
and
So
they're
when they're drunk, do you take their money?
yeah,
Okay. And
yeah.
um
I act like I'm gonna take them to the room, but then I like to go hook up with them, but I just end up taking advantage of them and
oh,
yeah, taking their
okay.
money.
Okay. So you act like you're going to help them to the room, and then you take the money as you put them in the rooms.
Yeah, they think they're gonna sleep with me.
Okay. So is this all men that you do this to?
Yeah, I am just, mm, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And so is this what you do all day long?
Uh, yeah,
Okay, this is what you
yeah.
do all day long. Okay. What I want you to do is I want you to move to where you live. Can you describe as you walk to where you live what it looks like?
Upstairs
You live
from
upstairs?
the pub.
Okay, so you live upstairs in the pub. And what is your surroundings? What does your room look like?
Dark and small and dingy.
Okay. Do you live by yourself in that room?
Yeah,
So nobody else lives with you? Do
no,
do you work who do you work for?
nobody.
Nobody, so you work for yourself? Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. What I want you to do is move forward to an important day in this life when something is happening to you. So as you're moving forward to that very important day, what is the first image that you see?
I'm fighting with a guy, and he stabbed me in the arm with a fork
Okay. And where is this happening?
in my apartment.
In your apartment? Okay. And so the guy stabbed you with a fork. What were you fighting over?
I think he was mad that I was swindling him.
Okay, so he realized that that you were swindling him, so he wasn't as drunk.
Mm-hmm.
And what's happening to your arm? What happens after he stabs you in the arm?
It's like the fork got stuck in my arm, and think he got scared and left.
Okay, so he got scared and he ran away. So now what do you do with the fork in your arm?
I just took it out. Or, yeah, it was
Okay.
hard to take out.
Okay. So you take it out and you tend it. And then what happens after you tend the wound?
I just go back down there.
Or you go back down to the pub again and start over again?
Yeah,
So do you find another man?
yeah.
Okay. Let's leave that scene and move to another important day in this life when something is happening. Okay. Something big is happening in this life. What's the first image you see?
Um, I'm really happy
Okay, why are you so happy?
because I met a guy who I think is I'm gonna marry
Okay. So you met a guy, and how did you meet him?
at the pub.
You met him at the pub? Did you try to swindle him?
No,
You didn't try to swindle him?
no.
And describe this man that you fell in love with, that you want to marry.
He's mm, mm, very meek
He's meek.
and nervous. Yeah.
Okay. And what does he do all day?
He's some kind of businessman
Okay, some kind of
or
businessman.
so he's some kind of salesman maybe.
Okay, so he's a traveling salesman. And so you're really happy and you're going to marry this man?
For some reason I got really excited about that idea. Yeah.
And then
But
what
I
happens?
feel like I didn't even know. He found out that I am not a good person.
Okay. And then what happens?
He's just not. Yeah, he just left.
Okay, so he left you?
But yeah, yeah,
Okay.
it's weird.
Did you try to talk to him about your intentions?
No,
Okay.
no, yeah.
Why didn't you try to talk to him about um and explain yourself about what you were going to be like if you got married to him?
I didn't know him well enough.
Okay. So he left you after finding out the past. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So where are you at now?
Just miserable, plotting.
You're miserable plotting?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you go back to plotting again to find more people to swindle?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. What let's leave that scene and let's go to the last day in this life. What's the first thing that you see on your last day of your life? You've already lived this life, so you can look at it.
Just laying in a bed.
Okay, where is your bed still in the pub or is it somewhere else?
Mm, I think I'm in a hospital.
Okay, so you're lying in a hospital bed. Is there anybody
Yeah.
around you?
No.
There's nobody around you? So you're by yourself?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And is there anybody else in the hospital by you?
Yeah.
Who?
I don't know.
Who's around you?
I don't know. They're just other
Other
patients.
patients? Other patients? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you've already lived this life, and as you review it, you can learn from it. What did you learn from this life?
But it's not worth, yeah, just not to treat people like that.
Okay, like what?
Like by having hidden intentions with interactions and just to, yeah, do something more fulfilling.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And as you come into in your understanding about this life, did you live life with integrity?
No,
Okay, how do you feel about your life of living not with integrity?
I learned from it.
You learn from it? And what did you learn from
Yeah,
living a life of swindling drunk men at the pub?
that there's nothing, no benefit to having money.
Why is there no
It
benefit to having money?
just doesn't, it's not fulfilling. It's not, that can't get you anything that makes you happy.
Okay. And what could you have done differently in this life to make it more pleasant for you?
I could have treated people more kindly
Okay.
and contributed.
Contributed. Was there any other options that you could have taken besides being a swindler barmaiden as a career occupation?
I, not really, but I could have just not, I could have just been a, a bar maiden without the swindling.
Okay. So you could have still worked for the bar, but not do the swindling. And if you
Mm-hmm.
yeah, if you had just worked for the bar and not try to steal people's money and swindle them, um, would that have made a difference in the man that you fell in love with that left you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you end up dying alone at a hospital with nobody around. What was the biggest lesson you learned of looking back at this whole life?
Mm, but you get what you give.
You get what you give. Okay. Well, that life is let's leave that life review and move to another important life that is important for you to see. So, as you leave that life and you open yourself to another experience, what's the first image you see in this other life? You're doing wonderful. Just go with your gut.
It's just vast darkness,
Okay, it's vast darkness. And describe the darkness. What does it feel like?
calm.
Okay. It feels calming. It's not scary.
No,
Okay. And do you hear anything?
no,
Okay. So it's completely quiet. And do you feel any other presence around you?
Yeah.
And what to describe it, what you're feeling.
Um, I'm excited but anxious.
Okay, you're excited but anxious. And that's how you feel right now, excited but anxious. Do
Mhm.
you feel any other beings around you?
Yeah.
Describe them. What do you feel around you? Do you feel a lot of people or a little bit of people?
Mm, not a lot. I
Not
think
a lot.
there's maybe one.
Describe that one being
No,
around you.
it's like a little lightning bolt
It's like a little
that
lightning.
it's just, yeah, like a little light, like a little zap lightning bolt beside me. Just, it's not, it's good. It feels okay to
Okay.
have it there.
Okay. It feels nice to have it there. So you're this dark energy and it feels like this little lightning that's beside you. And what
Yeah.
do you feel any sensations?
Mm, just warmth and like light.
Warmth and light? Okay. What's going on around you as you look around beyond this little lightning bolt that's beside you? Do you see anything else around you? Any other colors, impressions, movement?
No.
Okay. And as you move, do you I want you to look up and down. Do you see anything? Do you see your feet?
Yeah, I think, yeah,
Okay.
I'm looking at, I'm seeing this, yeah, beach,
You seeing a beach?
and yeah,
Describe the beach.
it's sandy, and there's a seagull, and there's lots of people. There's stairs going down to it.
Okay, go down the stairs. Go down the stairs to the beach. And what are the people doing on the beach?
They are having food and just
They're
hanging
sunbathing on the
out.
beach?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I want you to look at your feet. Do you have anything on your feet?
Yeah,
What do you
it's
have?
sandals.
You have sandals on?
So, mhm.
Okay. And do you have a
Yeah,
body?
yeah,
Are you male or female?
I am male,
You're male. Okay. Are you young or old?
young.
Okay. And what are you wearing anything on your body?
Mm, shorts
You're wearing
and
shorts?
yeah, and it's a tank top shirt.
Okay, shorts and tank top. And are you carrying anything on your hand?
I have a ball, a
You
beach
have,
ball.
you have a beach ball? And are you young or old?
Yeah,
You're young. Are you healthy or sick?
um, well,
You healthy? Okay.
yeah,
Are are you wearing any jewelry?
no,
Okay. Are you wearing anything on your head?
no.
Okay. So you're a young boy at the beach holding a beach ball and you're going down these steps towards the water. What's happening?
I am looking for my family.
You're looking for your family? And as you look for your family, do you see them?
Mm, not at first.
Not at first. And as you're walking over to your family, describe what you see.
Just I'm trying to maneuver around
Around the people?
people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And as you maneuver
And
around the people and you reach your family, what are they doing? You're doing fine. Just go with your gut.
they're just sitting on the towel and they're eating lunch.
They're eating lunch. And who is there eating lunch on the towels?
My mom and my brother
Your
and
mom.
I think another brother
So you're there with your mom and your brother and who else?
and maybe another brother.
And another brother?
Yeah, definitely have an image of my mom
Okay.
in that way.
Okay. And so as a little boy, you're sitting down with your mom and your two brothers at the beach towel as you're eating lunch. After you eat lunch, what happens?
There's commotion on the beach.
What do you see happening on the beach?
Oh, somebody's. Uh, my brother is getting CPR.
Okay. Okay, so your brother, is he older or younger?
He's older than me.
Okay. So he's getting CPR on the beach. And what happens?
He doesn't get he doesn't make it.
So he dies from drowning?
Yeah.
Okay. And what happens after he dies? What do you see happening?
My mom is just a different person.
What happens to your mom?
She just gets really depressed.
She gets really depressed. And what does she
Yeah.
do when she's depressed? How is she?
She just does nothing.
Okay. And what do you do all day?
I try to make her happy.
You try to make her happy? And how do you try to make her happy when she's depressed all the time?
Different things
What
like
different things?
drawings, or I'll try to just do funny stuff.
Okay. It's okay. Go ahead and cry it out. Go ahead and cry it out. So as a little boy, you try to help your mom feel better and cheer up, but it's not working. She's still depressed about losing her son.
Yeah.
Go ahead and cry it out. Is this what your childhood is like most of the time?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Let's leave that scene and move to an important day in this life when something is happening. Okay. What's the first image you see now?
My mom in a hospital bed.
Who's in the hospital bed?
My mom.
Your mom's in the hospital bed, and you're sitting next to her.
Yeah, I'm standing over her.
And what's happening?
I feel defeated because she's just not. I just never succeeded in making her happy.
Okay. So do you blame yourself for your mom's depression over losing her son at the beach that day?
Well, I don't. It's not my fault, but it's just, I wish that she could have gotten like healed from it.
Okay. Okay. And what happens to your mom at the hospital?
She just slowly like just died in the bed of just old age, I guess.
This old age. And as you look around, you're an adult now. What was your life like?
It was once I got away from her, it was good, and I just I did my own thing and got disconnected from her, and then but then going back, I think really messed me up.
Messed you up. So you never really healed from your childhood of losing your brother and then also living with your depressed mom?
Yeah,
Okay. But when you grew up, you did build your own life? Did you build your own life?
yeah.
And how did you build your life as an adult?
I worked and had I was I was successful like I at my work, and I just wasn't ever fulfilled, but I wasn't making bad choices.
Okay. So did you ever get married or have kids?
I don't think so, no.
Okay. And why did you ever you never met somebody or you never why did you never settle into a relationship or have children?
I think I just didn't want to risk losing anybody. So I
Okay.
just didn't like connect, so I didn't have to worry about that.
Okay. Okay. So let's leave that scene and go to your last day of your life. And on your last day, what do you see?
I am by myself.
You're by yourself?
No, yeah,
Okay. So you're dying by yourself, nobody around?
no.
Okay.
And I just, yeah, wanted to have anybody.
Okay. Okay. Did you self did you just never pursued any connections of anybody in your life? Eh, did-
Mhm.
Okay. Every life has a lesson. And as you look at this life where you spent most of your life not trying to ever make a connection with anybody so that you don't ever get into a serious relationship and ever have the possibility of having your own children, you live your whole life like that because of your fear from your childhood about possibly losing somebody you love like your brother, and then seeing your mom be depressed your whole childhood and her whole life from the loss of her son that day. So that childhood affected the rest of your life. And so the rest of your life, you were a successful man, but you never made any connections. What is the purpose of living and looking at that life?
I realize that even if you have all everything that you need, it's not worth living a life without having other people in it.
Okay. I want you
Love
to,
is,
yeah,
I just need love.
you just need love. I want you to list, this is very important life for you. I want you to spend some time and just run through a list very quickly of all the things that you missed out on and that you learned that you could have done differently, because you have some regrets about living your life based off of your childhood traumas. So go ahead, start listing all the things that you wish you could have done.
I had like gotten married and had kids and teach my kids how to do stuff, and just all of the memories that come along with a family and having people there to help you, and like when you're old and need help, to be able to pass down your knowledge and like the things that you've learned. And yeah.
Is there anything else that you want to say about that?
Um, no.
Those are a lot of major life lessons that you learn from that life. You literally spent more than 2/3 of your life holding yourself back because of your childhood traumas and taking on the pain of your mother's depression as your own. Is there anything that you could have done differently? Does her wellness depend on you?
No.
Okay. So, as a little boy, you did what you can to help your mom move on, but her depression was her journey. However, you took it as your failure, but it had nothing to do with you.
Yeah.
And because you took it on as your failure, it unconsciously stayed for the rest of your life in how you decided to live your adult life.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Let's drift and float away from these life reviews. And we're going to bring in the source of all light and all life. We're now going to bring in the light of source to get more clarity to help Sarah in her current life. And with that, may I speak to source, please? Am I speaking to source?
Yes.
Thank you. Why did you bring forth the first life where Sarah was a young woman that died in a domestic violence argument with her husband? What was the purpose of her seeing that?
I know that pattern is longer than this life.
Okay. So what suggestions do you have for her to heal that pattern of domestic violence?
listen to your intuition and focus on your children.
Okay. You also brought forth the second life, where she was a middle-aged female in the Wild West. She lived in a pub and made her life living based on swindling drunk men out of their money as she helped them into their rooms. She lost the potential to marry a very good man once he found out about her career or occupation during the day. And she died alone. Why why did you bring forth that life for her to see of all the lives? Go ahead and ignore that. Why did you bring forth that life for her to see?
So that she could remember the, oh my god.
Okay, just ignore them. Just ignore them. So
It was to remember the lesson of kindness.
lesson of kindness. Okay. And then in the third life, this was the most recent traumatic life where she was a young boy who lost her brother at the beach, and he was raised with a very depressed mother. And because of that childhood trauma, he never tried to make a connection with anybody in his life so that he wouldn't break his heart for losing anybody that he loved again. Why did you bring forth that life for her to see?
So that he could remember that you still need people in your life.
Okay. You still need people in your life.
The pain is like the love is worth the pain of it.
Okay. Love is worth the pain. Okay. Thank you for answering those 3 questions. Can you also do a quick body scan of her body? And if there's anything that's not tuned up or that's a dense issue in her body or her oral field, can you please heal it? And what are you doing to continue to heal her body?
Moving the light through.
Okay, putting the light through. And while you're doing that and you're healing all of the issues and the pains and the traumas in her body and her oral field, can you also do that to all of the versions of her in all her lives as well that she's ever existed in? Since they're all connected to this one life. Okay, thank you. So as you are healing all the dense issues in all of her lives, all at the same time, right now, as you're doing it on her current body, right now that she's living, she has some questions for you that she would like to have answered. May we ask you these questions?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. The first question is, what actions can she do today to live a higher frequency lifestyle?
Just continue on this path and
Okay, just another path.
Yeah, continue onto this path and to remain in enchanted.
Okay. And also, she wants to know, will you continue to support her in her path?
Yes.
Okay. And what things can she look for to remind her that when she's feeling like she's not getting support, that she is getting support? Is there something that will be shown to her?
Um, mm,
Is there like an image or something that she can look out for?
just she knows
She knows. Okay. And what things are you teaching her?
the perseverance of hard work
Okay. So perseverance in hard work. Okay.
in relationships.
And in holding in good relationships. Okay. And then also she wants to quit smoking and kind of detox her body, and she wants to get off of her coping mechanism of resorting to drugs, cocaine and meth and other types of abuse, uh, other types of narcotics. Can you help her with that?
Yeah.
Okay. What are some things that she could do herself to take responsibility and clean her body up of these toxins?
Just to make conscious choices.
Okay, make conscious choices. And then she's going to be doing her ayahuasca retreat pretty soon with a friend. Is there some things that she should prepare for so that she gets the best experience out of her ayahuasca retreat?
Just to detox before this for the proper time.
Okay, so just detox everything before so that her body and system is clean.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, she has some time before that happens, so she'll be working on quitting smoking, detoxing her life, and not resorting to drugs or substances to cope with challenges in her life. Um, she's also wants to know, why is she so afraid of older men? Is that from her second lifetime where she was swindling older men at the pub?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that is that so her fear of older men is just a trigger from her lifetime when she was a barmaid that hustled drunk old men out of their money?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Also, she has some curiosities about if there's any negative or any kind of entities that hang around her house or around her. Is there any kind of beings that's hanging around her?
Yeah.
Okay. Um, do they have positive intentions for her or not?
No, they just are looking for a source
A source of what?
to to feed off of.
To feed off of? So they're looking for a source of negative energy to feed off of? And what kind of
Mm,
energy does she feed to them?
usually very sometimes it's negative, and it just to remember to not when you are aware of it, to not continue to think about it.
Okay. So is the melodramas in her life that she does not resolve, is that the energy they feed off of?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So if she were to learn better coping skills with her issues and work on building better relationships with the people who want to work on better relationships and not spend so much time peddling bad relationships that don't go anywhere, and she makes better choices, um, will these entities not feed off of her energy anymore?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So these lower vibration energies, they only feed off of dramas, negative dramas in people's lives. Okay. Okay. So it's actually beneficial for people to work on their inner wellness and manifest much more appropriately better experiences for themselves, because by doing so, lower energies are not attracted to them because there's nothing to feed off of.
Mm.
And these lower energies, why do they not want to go back to the light?
I just forgot.
They just forgot. Okay. Okay. So Sarah is really all about helping all beings heal and have the best experience. So can you send a shot of love to these beings that surround her and follow her around? Can you send them a shot of love so that they can remember where they originally came from and hopefully find their way back home?
Yeah.
All right, thank you. And we don't know if they're going to receive them or not, but we hope that that little shot of love that Source just sent to these negative energies is enough to be a compass to send them back home. And they will be welcome, and they will be healed, and they will remember the light of Source that they are. And that will heal all traumas that they have and all amnesia about who they really are. Okay? How are they taking it?
Mm.
They don't know what to make of it. All right. Well, they have the time.
It's just good.
It's just good. All right. All right.
Good.
It's good. All right. So the negative energies, go home. Go home. And moving forward, if any negative energies come across Sarah, they will all feel the same shot of love from Source itself. It'll send them back home. Okay? Can you do that for Sarah? Any negative energies that come in her presence, that's immediately what they get, is a shot of love from Source.
Mm.
Okay. Moving on past the negative entities, now that there is nothing to feed off of, and if they try to feed off of her energy, even if she's going through her challenges and working through her challenges to create her next best experience, they're just going to get a shot of love and go back to Source. She also wants to know what is her affinity to the Arcturians? Why is she so attracted to the Arcturians, the alien collective, the Arcturians? Do you have anything to tell Sarah about the Arcturians? Is this not something that she's supposed to know right now?
Yeah, I'm just getting a like they're around or something.
They're around. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So they're just kind of watching and observing her life. Okay. What is her purpose of her life?
To heal and just share happiness.
Okay. And do you have any advice for her to have peaceful relationships and live a more balanced lifestyle? These are two things that she's really working on. Peaceful relationships and a balanced lifestyle.
Yeah, just don't not to invest into relationships that aren't going to be beneficial for you in a positive way.
Okay. And then why did she why was she born on Earth at this time? Why Earth? Why now?
Just for the collective frequency.
Okay, just to raise the collective frequency. Okay, of humanity. Okay, is there something that her higher self wants her to share with her?
Mm, I just heard that I'm loved.
Just to love, just to love. Okay. Source, thank you so much for healing her body and her aura field and healing all of the aura field and the bodies of all of her existing lives in the past and in all of existence so that they can have the best life that they are living. We have a couple people that Sarah would like to bring forward, if we may, before we close out. So the first person we would like to bring forward is Uncle Blaine. So, Doris, please go ahead and recede and bring forth Uncle Blaine. Is that you, Blaine? How's it going, Uncle Blaine? Do you have something that you want to say to Sarah? Do you have anything that you want to let her know about your suicide? How is it on the other side? Okay. So you don't want to come forward? Okay, go ahead and recede. Source, are you still there?
Yes.
Yes. Do you want to try to bring Uncle Blaine back up? Why doesn't he want to come forward? Do you want to talk for him?
He's not doing.
How is he?
Not at this.
Yeah, he doesn't want to come forward. How? Let's talk to Uncle Blaine and just let him know that he's not being judged. There's no harsh negativity or resentment. Sarah just wants to heal. So, can he talk to Source and communicate to Source? How is he doing on the other side?
He's doing good.
He's doing good.
Okay.
He's okay. Okay. Well, Sarah has always had childhood guilt from him committing suicide because he committed suicide shortly after she told her mother that she felt really uh, uncomfortable around her uncle. And she doesn't know why. Did you ever molest her?
Yes.
You did. And so Sarah doesn't have any memory of that. So she suspected that you molested her when you moved in with her. And when she told her mother confronted you about it. And then shortly afterwards, you committed suicide. What do you want to tell Sarah? You can make amends right now to her right now so that she can live the rest of her life without guilt over causing you or over influencing your death.
I, um, sorry, and it's not all to do with you.
Okay. You're sorry, and it wasn't all your fault. Okay. And it wasn't because of her that you committed suicide.
No.
Okay. So were you already depressed about your life, and it was just something that threw you over?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Sarah has been holding this her whole life about your suicide. Okay. And you have the opportunity to make it right now. So I want you to go back to that time when you moved into the house and you saw Sarah. And I want you to talk to your higher self in that body right now, in that time. Tell yourself what you know now. You can fix it now. Do you want to fix it?
Yes.
Then then tell yourself what you learned and what you want it to do or not do. You have the opportunity right now to fix what happened.
I am sorry that you are the product of my bad choices. And I didn't think about you in any of it.
Okay. So tell yourself something else. Tell yourself another way to cope with your issues besides molesting your niece and hurting any other people around you. To give yourself some advice right now. He's hearing it right now at that time.
Get help from an outside source. Don't listen to yourself.
Okay.
Not making good choices.
Okay. And he could do it. Tell him he could do it. He has
You
the
can do
courage.
it.
You could do it, Blaine.
You can do it, Blaine.
You could do it, Blaine. Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't have to kill yourself. You don't have to even go through that lesson. You can stop it right now. You have the chance right now to stop yourself from making life lessons that you will regret and kill yourself over. You can learn right now. Get help, and you could do it. Uncle Blaine, can you send a big shot of love and forgiveness to yourself at that time before these things started to happen, and at the same time send that love to your niece so that she heals? Can you do that, please? Okay. Is there anything else you want to tell your niece Sarah before you recede? Okay. Does that feel better to address that life trauma?
Yeah.
It does. See, you don't have to wait till the next incarnation to fix that. You can fix it right now in the spirit world. Right now. From the spirit world in the to the Blaine in the past, before that Blaine even had to learn the hard lessons. You can fix it right now. It's that easy. Okay. So because you did that, in another version, Blaine never does these things because he realizes that these aren't the life lessons that he wants to experience. He gets the help and he creates a wonderful life for himself and his family. And he has a wonderful relationship with his niece that's actually very welcoming and very loving. And it's not filled with these family secrets. Do you feel that existence?
Yeah.
See? And that is, it's as easy as that. You dream into reality your existence, Blaine. and you can undream those regrets as well. So please go ahead and recede back, and we're going to bring forth another person. Thank you, Blaine. Can we bring forth, Source, can you bring forth Sarah from her childhood at the time when her uncle moved into the house? Little Sarah, is that you?
Yes.
Okay, little Sarah, what's going on? What are you doing these days at the time?
Making bracelets.
You're making bracelets? Okay. Well, your uncle just moved into the house with you guys. How do you feel about that?
I don't know. Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter? Okay. So your uncle has told you that the things that has happened between you and your uncle, he's really sorry, and he is fixing it so that it doesn't happen, and so that he learns and he gets the help. But if he did anything to you, he apologizes, and he doesn't want you to live the rest of your life feeling any kind of regret or sadness about your relationship with your uncle or what he does in his life. Do you hear that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So what we want you to do is also, little Sarah, your father, you have some regrets about your father and mother's divorce, that you may have influenced your father to cheat on your mom by helping him get online and helping him get familiar with tools in which he can find people to cheat with. And we want you to know it's not your fault. None of the things that happens to the adults in your family is your fault. You're just a child being a child. And it's not your fault what they do in their life or how they live their life. Do you understand that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we want you to know that you can look outside of your family for coping skills and for ways to address your issues and to talk about things. And even if your family doesn't know how to tell each other that they love each other or that they love you, or how to resolve issues without fighting or repressing their issues, that you will look and learn from other people, from other healthy ways in which you could do it so that you can grow up to be a very healthy, fine young woman and into a fine adult. Okay? And you have all the tools with you, all around you as well. Okay? So just recognize that and remember that. And the Sarah in the future, right now, is going through a hypnosis session so that she can talk to the childhood Sarah that I'm talking to right now, so that you can know this, so that you don't have to live the rest of your life in regret or sorrow and make decisions based off of your childhood traumas. Okay? And she loves you so much, she wants you to heal that right now. Do you feel that? Yeah. Okay. Little Sarah, what do you want to tell to big Sarah? Do you have any questions for her?
No.
Okay. It's okay. It's okay. Just give yourself a big, big hug. Big Sarah, I want you to tell little Sarah everything you want to tell her. She's right there in the room making bracelets, and she needs to hear you tell her what she needs to know so that she can grow up wonderful. Go ahead.
Just don't let people try to convince you of what you know to be true. You no.
Okay, very good. Okay, little Sarah, go ahead and recede back to playing your games and your bracelets. And just remember that. Okay. And also, little Sarah, if you ever feel uncomfortable about anything in your life, even if it's from family or anybody else, uh, just run away from them. Go to your mommy and just tell them if anybody makes you feel uncomfortable. Just say, I don't really like this, and I want you to leave me right now. And
Mhm.
if you don't leave me alone right now, I'm going to tell my mommy and daddy. So I have nothing against you. I wish you the very best, but please leave. Okay. And if anybody touches you
Mhm.
inappropriately, you tell them, no touch, please. And you look them in the eye and you tell them, no touch, please. Okay. You remember that, Sarah?
Mhm.
Okay. It's really easy. So you're going to do wonderful. And another thing I would recommend for you, little Sarah, is look people in the eye when you talk to them. Because when people look at you in the eye, it's really hard for them to do bad things. All right, little Sarah, go ahead and recede. We're going to bring forward another person. Can we bring forward Sarah's dad's higher self? Is that you, Sarah's dad? Am I speaking to Sarah's dad?
Yeah.
Your higher self? What do you want to tell your daughter? Because she really feels regret about helping you get on the internet. She thinks because she helped cause you to cheat on your wife at the time and get a divorce. So she has a lot of regrets about that. What do you want to tell her?
I would have done it either way if you didn't help me or not. And it's just something to do, nothing to do with you.
Okay. Okay. Well, your adult daughter really loves you and she would love a better relationship with you, but she knows that you're kind of going through some dark times and some depression and some issues in your life. So, she wants you to know that she loves you and she wants you to get the help that you need so that you can live the rest of your life much more happy than you have. So do you is there something that you are going to be that you want to tell yourself so that you can live much more happy?
Just spend more time with the boys, the grandsons.
Okay. Spend more time with grandsons. Okay, well, yes, that sounds like a great idea. And they live in a very woody small town. So there's a lot of great recreational things that you're going to have fun doing with your grandsons. Um, and also, Source, can you give Dad's higher self a big shot of love so that he always remembers that? Okay. And then also, is there something that you want to tell Sarah? Are you proud of her? Do you love her?
Yeah, yeah, she is doing way better. And yeah, proud of her, who she is today.
Okay. Well, Father, thank you so much for coming forward. Go ahead and recede. And we're going to bring forward Christopher, Sarah's son's father, the baby daddy. And we're going to bring forward Christopher's higher self. Christopher, are you there? It's really important that we bring you forward because you are her son's father. And what happens to you does affect their life. Do you have something that you want to say? What are you crying about? What are you sad about, Christopher?
I just the struggle that
You just struggle?
the struggle that the my actions on just is
Okay.
not what I wanted for Sarah to and everyone to have to.
Okay. Well, Christopher, you're so young. You are so young. You have a long life ahead of you, and you can change it right now. Okay. So that that source of light, that unconditional love, it's always inside you all the time. Watching you get high, watching you get drunk, watching you live homeless. It's living inside you, watching all your experiences, waiting for you to pick yourself up, get yourself clean, and learn to live a healthy life and create better and higher experiences for yourself properly without using the substance as a coping skill because it's not working. And the more you do this to yourself, the more it affects your children and Sarah because they, even though you're not in their life, they still love you. Okay. You're still Sarah's son's father and you're still your son's father. So you still have people who love you. And when you hurt yourself and you live like this, it hurts them and it causes trauma in their life because they love you and they want better for you. So, do you want better for yourself?
Yeah.
Okay. Regardless of your childhood, regardless of your parents' upbringing, those are their lives. They do not have to dictate the next 70 years of your life. Are you done letting your childhood traumas control your decisions moving forward?
Yes.
Okay. You're worth more than this. Do you feel that?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you feel that you can get the help to get yourself clean and stay clean?
Yes.
Okay. I want you to really feel that. And if you cannot find it in yourself to do it for yourself, do it for your sons because you love them that much and they deserve a happy, healthy father that they don't have to worry about. Can you give them that?
Yes.
Okay. So no more homeless. You're worth more than that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So starting right now, your higher self, talk to Christopher, all aspects of Christopher, and say, this ends right now. We're going to find the resources, whatever resources. We're going to call everybody that we know and try to get help. We're going to get the help we need, and we're going to learn better ways to deal with our issues. And we're going to heal those childhood traumas and we're going to let them go because they are no longer going to control the rest of your life. Moving forward, you can be anything you want. You can be anything you want, and you're going to be better than what you have been. And you don't know how, but there's resources, and you will find them, and you will learn. And that's what, can you tell yourself that?
Yes, I will find the resources to get better and I'll do it.
Okay. All right, Christopher, thank you so much. Lots of love and healing for you. And you've already lived your dark days. It's over. Now it's all about being in the healthier, lighter aspects of your life. And it goes up from here. And you could do it. Okay? Nobody judges you. Nobody judges you. It's all life lessons you've learned and you learn now. Okay, so go ahead and reseed, and we're going to bring forth four more people, and then we're done. The first person we're going to bring forward also is we're going to bring forward 2 aborted babies that Sarah had aborted. And the first aborted baby, are you there? Can you come forward? Is there something that you want to tell your mother? Okay. What about the second aborted baby? Do you want to come forward? Do either of you guys want to say anything to your mom or what you're doing right now? Okay. Source, are you there?
Yes.
Okay. Do you want to speak for the two aborted fetuses? Is there anything? Because Sarah wants them to know that she loves them and she wishes them the very best. Can you let them know that?
Yes.
Okay. It didn't happen that they became fully grown people, but she remembers them and she wants them to know that she loves them and sends them the very best. And if it's meant to be that one of them or both of them come forward as another baby in the near future, then she will welcome them because she's at a better place that she could accept more children. But if not, um, there there's no regret or judgment on that. Okay. Does any of the 2 children, do they like want a name, or do they want to be acknowledged in any other way?
No.
Okay. All right. So that's all she wants. That's all she wants. She just wants to make peace with those 2. And if they want to, she welcomes them being angels and watching over their 2 brothers if they want to. So if they want to, the invitation is there, and they can take the job of being the 2 brothers, baby angels, and watch over their brothers and help them out. Okay. Okay. So go ahead and reseat, and if we can bring forward Sarah's friend Nadia, who died in a car crash. Nadia, are you there? Am I speaking to Nadia?
Yes.
Hi, Nadia. How is it on the other side?
It's okay.
It's okay. What are you doing these days?
Floating around.
Moping around? Okay. Well, Sarah still thinks about you. Is there anything you want to tell Sarah?
Every time our songs come on, it's me like there.
Okay. And what songs are that she hears most often?
There's just like it's a disclosure song.
Okay.
I can't
Okay.
even remember the name.
All right. So all the songs
She
that you
knows
guys. Okay. Wow, that's wonderful. Can you was the car accident, was it part of your life plan of how you're going to go?
Yeah, I was not planning on being here for
Okay.
long.
Okay. So
Yeah.
yeah, so you weren't planning on being here for a long time. So you were planning on exiting, and that was what you planned and how you're going to leave the life. Okay. Okay. Is there anything that
Mm-hmm.
is there anything that you want Sarah to know before um you recede to help her live a happy, peaceful life?
Whenever she's thinking about wondering if I'm around, I am.
Okay. Okay. So you're always around, giving her some support. Okay, well, Nadia, thank you so much for coming forward, and we wish you the very best and have fun on the other side. There's a lot to do there, so explore. Um, and as you receive, we're going to bring forth one last being before we close. Can we speak to Sarah's ego, please?
Yeah.
So, hi, Sarah's ego. How's it going? What's it like being Sarah's ego?
I don't know. Exhausting.
Really? Why is it so exhausting being her ego? Does she like the melodramas?
just, just a lot of energy into that
Mm-hmm.
could be spent elsewhere.
That could be spent elsewhere. So she puts a lot of energy in these melodramas, but if she just works on dealing with these challenges in her life a little bit more appropriately, she can use that energy to create other things that are more beneficial. Um,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, yeah. Well, I like talking to the ego. Not everybody has ego. Some people their ego, they is gone and they don't have an ego, but many people choose to have an ego for their creative process. So um I do like talking to ego, and you're actually a very healthy ego I've been speaking to. So congratulations, you're a healthy ego. um so do you see that bright white light there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That is the light of source. That light of source is inside you, inside Sarah, inside everything in creation. Everything that's been created has an aspect of that light of source because the source is in everybody experiencing it. And since everything has that light of source in it, everything comes from that light of source. Okay, it comes from source. That includes you. Since you are a creation within Sarah's identity, you are created out of that light, and that light is in you. So, see, it's always so loving and so compassionate and non-judgmental. Whenever you want to, if you feel like you need a break or you're feeling stressed or Sarah's just really in her own rat race of what she's doing, you can always just go to that light and just take a break. Go on vacation. Okay? Anytime. Even if everything is good and you feel like it, just taking a vacation, go on vacation. You don't have to always be present. She's gonna survive without you just fine. You're entitled a vacation for all that you've gone through. Do you think you deserve a vacation?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I agree.
I think so too. I think she has put you through quite the ringer. That it's time for you to go on extended vacation. And even if you don't have an excuse to go on vacation, just go on vacation. Let her higher self take over. Okay. But when you are not on vacation and you go back into Sarah's presence, um, work with her higher self. Uh, don't feed her negativity. Don't feed her the dramas and the struggles of the past. They've already been resolved. They no longer help you, and you deserve all the love and glory. So, uh, feed her positive things, feed her positive reassurance, positive images, positive relationships. Assure her nice things, say nice things to her. When she's starting to fill in the dumps and questioning herself, or starting to talk bad about herself, or, you know, bad about negative situations or people in her life, tell her that she's better than that. Tell her that they're going through their life journeys and we're going to respect it and we're going to move on. Tell her that she doesn't have to save everybody. She doesn't have to take on everybody's issues, and she doesn't have to keep punishing herself. Okay? Because whenever she does that to herself, she's doing that to you, and you deserve better.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, totally, totally. All right, Ego, you're really, really healthy. So from now on, it's just love and butterflies. Otherwise, you're going on vacation. If it's not, you're going on a strike. You're on vacation. You're like, I am not the ego that you're going to trash anymore.
Okay.
All right.
Good.
Does that sound good? I love it. I love it. All right, healthy ego. Go ahead and go and reseat, and we're going to bring back source. All right, source, are you there?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was a long conversation with all the different major players. So thank you for healing Sarah and all aspects of Sarah, including all of her lives, so that she can have the best incarnation in every experience. So we're going to bring back your light body back to your physical body. Welcome back.
Thanks. Oh
yeah, you just go ahead.
Man,
Go ahead and, yeah, go ahead and stretch. So how did it feel?
Oh man, there was like a few points where I literally thought I fell asleep on. Yeah.
Yeah, you were falling asleep. We were talking the whole time, but yeah, there was some points where I was like you. I can tell the ego was trying to kind of fight it, and so it was kind of like hard to get some of the words and the messages out. But as you got more into it, you got more
totally.
It started coming out more. Like there was less of a fight between your consciousness, just to let it out. Like it just started coming out much. At the very end, it just started coming out, like, free flow.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah, at first it was like tap water, kind of like choppy, and I'm like, okay, talk to this, talk to that. It was kind of like choppy, and then later on, it was like the floodgates were open. It was just flowing pretty good. So how'd you feel about talking to your uncle and your child self?
It was definitely, at times I'm just like questioning, because it was so hard to get away from my ego that it was just like, I don't know. But then it was super at the end of like the conversations, it was like, it was crazy when you were like, can you send Sarah, like you would ask Blaine's higher self to send my present body a shot of love. And literally when you did that, I like felt it in my heart and like just started crying. Like it was crazy.
Okay, so you just felt this huge surge of energy in your heart as soon as your uncle's higher self sent you a shot of love.
Or it was my dad. It was either my dad or my uncle. I honestly can't remember right now.
It was both. It was both. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So really you felt it. Yeah, that's really cool. That's really cool. And how did you feel about like when we were talking and trying to address issues with your child self right now in the past?
That was also like it's hard getting past the ego thing, but then it was like when I kind of connected to it, it just feels so like, I don't know. It's just, yeah, it feels like really good. And I like a lot of the time I'm just like questioning whether or not I'm just like, what's happening. But then, yeah, it's like afterwards, like when you like come to the conclusion of that conversation, it's just like, you just feel like lighter. And like, I'm just so excited for the next few days to just see how it's like resonating with me. So
yeah. So like throughout this, like when we got to the point, because you said it was really hard for you to be hypnotized and stuff, but we got your 3 lifetimes, and the most impressionable lifetime was the one where you were the guy and yeah, and you had lost your brother at the beach. That was the big one for you. That you it was hard to talk to that one because that one was crying all the time.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
it just explains like my need of like not being good enough for anything, you know?
Yeah.
It's crazy. But
yeah. So you carried on
it's
that
like
regret.
a good
Yeah. So you're feeling not need for anything and feeling like having a hard time connecting to people. That lifetime explains a lot of that.
Yeah.
You carried it forward.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then your domestic violence, your domestic violence lifetimes carried forward too. You didn't resolve that. So
Yeah.
yeah. And then the funny thing was your second lifetime that was brought forth was when you were in the Wild West swindling men. Old men out of their money.
Yeah. Yeah.
That explains
that was so embarrassing. I don't know. I was like, oh my God, like this is horrible.
This is my existence. Yeah.
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 That was terrible.
So your phobia, your whole life phobia of being scared around old men came from that life because all you were doing was swindling old drunk men at the pub, and you were scared of them because one even stabbed you in the arm. You know, so I'm sure there was quite a bit of altercations with drunk men, and so you kind of a hustler, and you kind of hustled your way through that life, but drunk, rowdy, pissed off guys are going to be pissed off at you when they realize that you swindled them out of their money, either while they're drunk or afterwards.
Yeah.
So that's where you got this phobia of being scared of older men.
Yeah.
So a lot of your issues.
It makes sense. That's
A lot of your issues actually were carried forth. They're unresolved issues that's been carried forward from one lifetime to another, compounding into this one.
Totally. Yeah.
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 And even the third lifetime with the single guy who had the regrets about his brother and mom's depression, the source and even the higher self in that lifetime said that you have to let go of childhood traumas that are plaguing your decisions as an adult. And what are you doing this lifetime?
That. Exactly that.
You're repeating the same patterning that you picked up in other lifetimes and recreating it in a new way in this life. Okay, so there's a lot. I'm gonna hit pause. I'm gonna have to stop recording and stuff. So and we'll close this out. So stop recording.
Okay.